Picture this. You're 19 years old, stepping onto Wimbledon's center court. Across the net, Pete Sampras, the man who'd won the tournament 7 times, the guy who hadn't lost here in 5 years.
As arguably the greatest champion of all time.
And you're supposed to beat him? Sounds insane, right? But that's exactly what Roger Federer did back in 2001. This wasn't just another tennis match. It was the night a teenager with a ponytail shook the world of tennis. And you won't believe how it all unfolded. Pete Sampras wasn't just good at Wimbledon, he was untouchable. Since 1993, he'd won 7 of the last 8 titles, 31 matches in a row. To beat him here was basically impossible. Now, on the other side, Roger Federer. Just 19, ranked outside the top 10, known more for his raw talent than results. He'd won a junior Wimbledon title, sure, but in the men's game, he was still a nobody to most fans. So, when these two were scheduled to face off, it looked like a mismatch. At least, that's what everyone thought.
He's won his last 31 matches at Wimbledon, which equals Rod Laver's winning streak. His first appearance here.
Federer back then didn't look like the Federer we all got used to later. Forget the calm, collected baseline artist. This version of Roger? He was wild, fearless, and straight up attacking. His game plan was simple: serve, charge the net, and make Pete uncomfortable. And it worked because Sampras was the king of serve-and-volley himself. Federer was basically saying, I'll play your game and beat you at it. That one-handed backhand? Still raw, still shaky at times. But when it landed, it was like lightning. He wasn't polished, but he was unpredictable, and that made him dangerous. Meanwhile, Pete Sampras was, well, Pete Sampras. The man was built for grass courts. His serve? Untouchable. Players used to joke it was like trying to return thunder. Blink, and you'd already lost the point. And when he came to the net, forget it. He had that aura too. When Sampras walked onto center court, it was like the place belonged to him. Think about it. 7 titles, 4 in a row, 31 straight matches without a loss at Wimbledon. That's not dominance. That's royalty. So when Federer walked out, it wasn't just a tennis match. It was like facing the final boss in a video game. So when the draw came out, Federer versus Sampras, people didn't really see it as a contest. It was supposed to be another step in Pete's march to yet another trophy. Federer was just the kid across the net, right? The crowd that day came expecting Sampras to do what he always did: big serves, easy wins, and a calm wave at the end. But here's the thing, Federer wasn't just happy to be there. He looked hungry, focused, almost like he hadn't been told he was supposed to lose.
15 love. 14 love. Game, Federer.
Oh, that's a great shot. Oh, yes. Oh, what a way fought back. The champion will have to come from behind as Federer takes the set.
But champions don't go away quietly. Sampras struck back in the second set, reminding everyone who owned center court. Federer had given him a scare, but surely Pete was about to put the kid back in his place. Except, Federer wasn't done. Federer took the third set. And here's where you could see the kid's nerves of steel. Federer played bolder, riskier, and it paid off. He was up 2-1. Now, center court was buzzing. This wasn't supposed to happen. The fourth set was pure drama. Sampras fought like a champion. Federer refused to back down. Every point felt like the match could tilt either way. It came down, once again, to a tiebreak. Sampras serving to stay alive. The teenager had just dethroned the king of Wimbledon. 2 years later, Federer won his first Wimbledon title. He went on to win 7 more.
Roger Federer, Wimbledon champion. You better get used to that.
Thank you. No, it's an absolute dream for me coming true, and I was always joking around when I was a boy. I'm gonna win this, and now I have it.
Sampras, he never won another Wimbledon. Looking back, this match feels like the perfect passing of the torch. And when people talk about Federer's career, this is always the moment they point to as the birth of a legend.
Well, I think he's going to break my record in the next couple of years. I think he's, everywhere but the French. He's the dominant guy. I don't see anyone really threatening him. I think guys have gotten a little bit closer, but I still feel like he's got that extra gear when he needs it to win these matches. I think he could win 16, 17 majors. I really believe that. Probably because he's a great player, and the other part is that I don't see enough guys, 3 or 4 guys, to really challenge him, to really scare him a little bit. I don't think he's anyone really scares him. I think he respects everyone, but I don't think he has that fear from anyone, except maybe Nadal on clay, or even just him playing on clay. I think that's a surface that it is tough for him, but I think he'll stay number 1 for as long as he wants to be.